broke away from it? What was the situation there?
That's just how they make the shirts here. You know, playing football. But yeah, it was just nothing crazy, nothing unusual.
How do you feel that chemistry between you and Lamar, obviously, first time playing together? How do you think now? Was it almost 3 weeks into camp now? How do you feel that's progressed?
I think it's progressed well. We're building the chemistry on and off the field, in the locker room, talking about things. So I think it's going well.
Is there a defensive back that you found that you particularly like going against?
Yeah, I like going against all of them, but I would say specifically Nate Wiggins. I think Nate is, he's a young guy who loves competing. He wants to be great. Obviously Jair and I have played against each other before, but I've never played against Nate. Chig, I played against him, I played with him in Tennessee. So I would say, Nate, just because, him and I have never really got reps against each other. And, he's a young corner who wants to be great.
When you see him, do you feel like he has all the tools that you need to be top level at that position?
Oh, yeah, of course. He's a Clemson guy. So, we train him well around there, man. But Nate, he competes every day. He doesn't complain, comes out and work. He has every tool set that you look for in a lockdown corner.
So how do you divvy up enough passes to keep everyone happy in this offense?
I think this room is full of unselfish receivers. And I think, last year was a testimony to that. Those guys winning games and, just, balling out. I think, both of the receivers had good years last year. So, coming into it, I feel like it was, a good group already from what I heard about them. And then come here, they just want to win, and play unselfish ball.
Hey, DeAndre, Zach Orr was saying that Nate Wiggins, when he would have gone on his recruiting visit at Clemson, your name would have already been on the picture, already up on the board. Has Nate Wiggins ever mentioned that to you?
Nah, he hasn't. But my uncle is a strength training coach at Clemson, so I remember him always talking about Nate when he was there. Just about a young kid that's going to be great. And I would go there and hang out with my uncle in the strength training room. And Nate would be in there a lot of times, just kind of doing his own thing, and he'd be like, this kid right here is going to be great. And obviously, he was talking about Nate, and I feel like he's still continuing to find himself in this league. But yeah, I knew him when he was at Clemson through my uncle.
I know he's been going to coaches and older cornerbacks for feedback. Do you guys talk at all? Is there anything that you can teach him?
Yeah, we talk. We talk a lot. Just about certain routes that he feels like he needs work on. When we do one-on-one drills, I'll run some of those against him, so he can kind of get reps that he needs at certain certain depths or against certain kind of coverages. So yeah, we talk a lot.
DeAndre, John Harbaugh said yesterday that he planned to talk to some of the veterans about whether to play in the preseason and who's going to play. Being that you're on a new team, do you have any preference about whether you play in the preseason? Would you prefer not? Just getting ready for week one?
I have no preference. I haven't played in preseason in a while, but football is football, so I have no preference.
DeAndre, what's kind of been your impression of Rashad Bateman from a receiving standpoint?
The way he competes, he's hard on himself, which is good, which is what you look for in a young wide receiver, who's still making a name for himself in this league. But he comes out and works. He competes. He loves going against, our best corners, and he looks forward to those matchups. But that's what stood out against. I would say the most about him, just how he likes to compete against our best corners.
One more, please. DeAndre, you've been with Derrick Henry in Tennessee, now here. Where do you think when his career is all said and done, and people talk about you being the Hall of Fame, when you think Derrick's career is all said and done, where do you think he'll rank among the all-time greats?
I think, his record, his track record speaks for itself. What he's done in Tennessee and what he's done here, and what he's going to continue to do here. So, I think Derrick is obviously on track, but, him and I think we're definitely present what we're doing and not looking forward. You know, and that's trying to win you know, games for the Ravens right now. But you know, I think everyone knows you know, potentially, you know, where he could be, and I feel like he does as well. What was your question?
I was just going to ask, I've seen Lamar find you a couple times on back shoulder throws. What is the kind of the secret to that success when throwing a guy open like yourself when maybe it might look like when the quarterback effective in cover?
Just trust, you know, just trust, and obviously me going out and showing him that he can trust me. You know, but that comes obviously with reps and doing it over and over. And so, you know, really just trust, because, you know, sometimes you don't look like you're open, but, you know, it's on the receiver to kind of make you right.
Appreciate it, DeAndre.
Yeah, thank you.